Shakalaka. What is going on, everybody? Randall here from Crypto Love, and welcome today. It is Thursday, August 2nd, 2018. That is the year, the date, the time. Today, talking about the Bitcoin rebound, when it's happening, because right now things are kind of going down, as you can see behind me, all red. Also, is Justin's son Satoshi Nakamoto? Well, we'll get into all that stuff, but before we do, just want to say thank you to everyone for subscribing. Thank you to everyone mashing on the like button. Guys, if you want to win one of these shirts, make sure you comment on this video and every other video to enter for your chance to win. What is up, Slayer fan? And obviously pause the video, read the disclaimer. Now, taking a look at things today, market cap keeps dropping. Was like $275 billion yesterday, now down to $267 billion. Bitcoin dominance keeps rising, 48.5%. And Bitcoin right now, 75.62. Price is down since last week, almost $1,000 down. Ethereum at 414, still holding above $400. Who cares about Ripple and BCH? EOS at 701, so that's still dropping. Stellar just over a quarter. And Litecoin just over $75 at 76.25. Now, taking a look at Bitcoin itself. Okay, as you can see, we've broken out of this upward trend. We found basically some resistance right at 8,400. Ever since then, been dropping down in this little descending trend. The MACD has crossed over, so the MACD has dropped under the signal line, meaning for those of you following the MACD trading challenge that I'm doing versus myself, I'm just traded back from Bitcoin back into DAY, which is a stable token like Tether, until this blue line crosses back over the orange line. All right, tends to be working out pretty well. Now, where is Bitcoin headed and when is it going back up? As you can see right here, Bitcoin right now is kind of sitting on, or maybe a little bit underneath, the 100-day moving average, this green line right here. Sitting right on there, okay? Also, kind of sitting on the bottom of this trend line. However, there's not too many confirmations for this trend line, so just boom, boom, 2 confirmations there. Now, if it breaks through there, where could it go? The first line of support we would see is $7,400, where we've seen some support before, but also it is this Fibonacci retracement. If it breaks through there, previous resistance, previous support at 7,100 and also 6,800 would be the next Fibonacci line. So those are areas where we could be looking to go. Now, just kind of getting a general overall look of things. As you can see, over the past 6-7 months, Bitcoin has been becoming a bit less volatile. So as you can see out here, a lot of volatility. Now the swings are getting shorter and shorter and shorter, and eventually we will break out of there. Could the price break down? Yes, it could. But, you know, with a deflationary currency, one where they're not printing more and more and more, I think it would be hard for it to break down. However, I'm no expert. That's why you read the disclaimer, okay? So I think it would be hard for it to break down. Some people think, like Tonevase thinks that potentially could test 5,000, 3,000, 1,000, things like that. Maybe a lot of experts are saying that $6,800 or $5,800 mark is the bottom. So, including recently, so the BitMEX CEO, he's going on to say over and over and over again, the ETFs are the way for adoption. He triples down on his $50,000 prediction. Let's see. So basically, he thinks with ETFs, there's a 50-50 chance we'll see a decision in this quarter, Q3. If not, then we'll have to wait a little while longer till February of next year. Basically, he thinks that at the end of the day, the SEC wants to keep people interested in the financial markets, and if retail continues to ask for these particular products, ETFs, at some point they're going to have to approve one of them. Definitely. I mean, guys, probably 3 weeks ago, maybe a month ago, nobody was talking ETFs. Now, every day people are talking ETFs. All the time, ETFs. Eventually, you talk about it enough, it's going to happen. So Hayes tripled down on his $50,000 price prediction for Bitcoin after the ETFs because he thinks that'll bring the Bitcoin price into the stratosphere. But he's not the only one. The Wall Street crypto king, this dude here, okay, he says, where'd it go? He says, Bart Smith, Bitcoin needs higher highs and higher lows. According to him, he thinks 6,800 is probably the bottom for Bitcoin, and that values need to go higher and give crypto a bigger upward bounce. So that's his feelings on it. Additionally, with the ETFs, the SEC Commissioner Hester Pierce says there's no reason not to allow the Bitcoin ETF to go ahead. So that's Hester Pierce. We all met her last week. And what she is saying, she is one of the 4 commissioners responsible for the fate of the Bitcoin ETF. Normally there's 5, but right now 1 of 4. So that's pretty crazy. 25% of the people responsible for Bitcoin ETF is pro. The other 3, maybe con, maybe on the fence. We don't exactly know. But what she says, she thinks that we have an important role to play telling the United States and other world that our capital markets are open to innovation. She's currently not a Bitcoin hodler, as it would be potentially difficult for her to be objective if she did have Bitcoin or other cryptocurrencies. So that's actually crazy. She's like one of the first pro-Bitcoin people I've met that doesn't actually have any Bitcoin herself. Very interesting. She's a big fan of innovation and thinks there's a lot of interesting momentum in this space to solve problems that have been around for a long time. Those problems can be solved by Bitcoin, cryptos, and blockchain. So there's no reason for this not to go ahead. And whether it'll go ahead sooner or later, either way, price is going to go up. Coinbase in the news today. Customers in the UK will be able to seamlessly move the Great Britain pound in and out of their accounts using the faster payment service, meaning instant access to funds with the British pound. Good news for all of those people. More money for Coinbase. So the big question, I'm sure on all of your minds today, is was Bitcoin created by TRON founder Justin Sun? No. Or was it? Well, basically, the headline this week is that there's a connection between TRON's latest move to acquire BitTorrent and Satoshi Nakamoto, who seemed to refer to BitTorrent in file sharing way back when. So apparently in November 2008, Satoshi released a number of emails that refer to a large-scale peer-to-peer file sharing service, citing BitTorrent as an example of such a service. He goes on to say, for transferable proof-of-work tokens to have value, they must have monetary value. To have monetary value, they must be transferred within a very large network, for example, a file trading network akin to BitTorrent. Now, does it need to specifically be BitTorrent? No, because there's a pretty large network right now that Bitcoin has, the Bitcoin network. Anyways, the correlation that people are drawing is that, Satoshi back in 2008 mentioned BitTorrent. Justin Sun just acquired BitTorrent. I mean, you see that, put 2 and 2 together. The integration of BitTorrent and TRON will offer new possibilities of global payment and settlement of TRON online content. The creators of the content will reach hundreds of millions of global users through this decentralized network without intermediaries. So the question begs to be asked, are Nakamoto and Sun the same person, and was Bitcoin just an elaborative plot to build TRON? No. According to Forbes, Sun's 28 years old, which means for him to be Nakamoto, he would have had to be 15 when he built Bitcoin. Definitely possible. I mean, there are younger kids who are doing amazing things. I think 12 is the age when people do crazy stuff on computers. So this headline caught my attention because of the first 3 words. Roger Ver apologizes. What the shit? Really? For Ripple and XRP Ledger fake news. So, basically, I don't know why all these things went away all of a sudden, but where are they? Roger Ver publicly... Here we go. He publicly apologized for his statements regarding the freeze function that can be implemented on the XRP ledger. So a lot of people were saying that Ripple can freeze your funds because Jed McCaleb's funds were frozen back in 2015. However, that is apparently not true. And Roger Ver went on to apologize. Oh, come on. Well, anyways. So, Ver says, I'm sorry to say I was fooled by the fake news about XRP addresses being freezable. Thank you, Joel Katz, for setting the record straight, for being one of the most interesting people in crypto. Go Ripple. What the hell got into Roger Ver? Seriously. Okay? So anyways, it goes on further to say, David Schwartz says, thank you for looking at the facts and correcting your statement. I'm sorry I jumped to conclusions. Happy birthday, Bcash. And then Whale Panda, always writing funny stuff, Says, well, you're definitely both about as decentralized as the other because, you know, there's speculation that neither one's really centralized. And then Tiffany puts her pretty little nose in there saying, gotta love the anonymous coward who feels the need to interject when men are speaking. And Whale Panda, always funny, says, hey, Tiffany, who are these men you're talking about? I see a fraud, a shitcoiner, and an anonymous account. I am far from anonymous, by the way, but don't let that spoil your narrative just because you don't like the fact that XRP is a decentralized or is a centralized shitcoin with missing blocks. Spoil it. Now, apparently, Tiffany goes on to say, well, you know, Ripple is made of blocks, right? And then live coverage of Panda learning. After Panda learning, there's no blocks. Just kitties having fun. Amazing. That's why Twitter is fun. That's why you all hang out on Twitter, obviously. Okay, so. Man, what the hell? I don't know what's happening with the internet right now, but we'll try and reload that stuff. Okay, well, I guess we'll skip all the fun stuff. Yesterday, Bcash had 700,000 plus transactions, but it wasn't really, it was fake transactions, so not going to be going on with that. Also, guys, if you have a Ledger Nano, not a Nano S, just a Ledger Nano, all right. With that, Google may be stopping having the interface for you to do that. So contact Ledger, look into that, maybe upgrade to a Nano S. That's the news on that thing. Now, also in the news today, VeChain Thor mobile wallet version 1.1.0 will be available for download on August 2nd. Very cool. You can download a VeChain Thor wallet. And then lastly, Neo AMA today. Oh, it's not lastly. There's one more thing afterwards. But Neo will have an AMA today on Reddit. So all of you Neo holders like me can go and check out what's going on with Neo in that AMA with Da Fei and Eric Zhang. I don't know what's going on with the internet. It won't even reload. It's probably one of these stupid websites that's way too, that uses up way too much cache for doing anything. So, at least we can give away a t-shirt. So for those of you who want to win a t-shirt, you can comment on this video. What's up, Megady Miner? You can comment on this video or any other video to enter for your chance to win. Yesterday had 3 videos. The news video, the Dexon interview, and the live stream with Crypto Beatles. We had a whole bunch of fun in the sun. So 3 videos. Good luck, everybody. Ready? Boom, number 2. All right, the Dexon interview. Not too many people watch that, so one of the lucky commenters has a pretty good chance to win. Let's find out who it is. 28 comments, and who's going to win it today? The winner today is Graham Lorries. Enlightened after this. Well, Graham, congratulations. You're not only enlightened, you also won a t-shirt. So make sure you email me at the email my about page to win that t-shirt. And then lastly, guys, today at 5 p.m. I will be live streaming with Dallas Rushing, another crypto YouTuber. We'll be having a fun time on there. I'll catch you guys later. Have a good one. All right. Peace.